الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Welcome to the third lecture on the topic tenses. Once again, I am in front of you, Pir Abdul Gani from Narration. Today I am going to deliver the third part of the same topic, narration. In the first two parts, I explained it, I defined it, narration, or what we call direct and indirect speech, or simply reported speech. I told you about the rules in the first part of my lecture. I also explained some points in detail which need to be kept in mind while turning a direct speech sentence into an indirect one. In the next second part of my lecture, we did a little practice on the on direct and indirect speech. We changed some direct speech sentences in indirect one. And along the same, I kept explaining the changes which we were making while changing the sentence. I told you about the rule number 1, in which I told you if the reporting verb is in past tense, what will happen to the tenses in the reported speech. So we had a little practice in the second part, and we explained some sentences in present tenses and in past tenses. And today, in this video, we will have a try on the future tenses. If the reporting verb is in past tense and the tense of the reported speech is in future using will or shall, so how can we change the direct sentence into the indirect one? Here it is all. You must remember, dear students, that shall and will. These are the future indicating words. Future indicating words. Whenever they are used in a sentence, we must know that the sentence is in future. If shall is used or will is used, both are changed into would or should. Sometimes, if in direct speech shall is used, it will be changed into would in indirect speech. It depends upon the subject, whether the subject is first person or second or third person. Now, have a try at it. Let's practice it and see what happens to the chances in the next in the reported clause or reported speech. So sentence number 1 as an example is I shall go to Srinagar. I shall go to Srinagar tomorrow. I shall go to Srinagar tomorrow. He said to her friend. He said to her friend, I shall go to Srinagar tomorrow. In the sentence, I shall go to Srinagar tomorrow, this is reported speech, or this is the reported clause. He said to her friend, this is the reporting verb, or this is the reporting clause. So in the reporting clause, reporting verb, this is the reporting verb, it is in past tense, but this shall go in the reported speech. This indicates future, and it is future simple. So here you have to change only this shall word. It needs to be changed, and the rest will remain the same. And the word is adverbial. Tomorrow, it's an adverbial here, adverb of time. So this adverb of time will get changed into some other word. So that is the following day, as I have already told you. So how can we change some adverbials or some other words into the next words, or how can we replace these words by some other words? So tomorrow, as you must be knowing, is the word tomorrow. It is changed into the following day. So let's combine these two sentences into one in the indirect speech. So we are reporting this sentence like this. She told her friend she he said to her friend, this is she, this is here, she said to her friend, she told her friend that she would go. So shall को हमने भी किया. As you know, the grammatical use of shall is that it must be used with first person, singular and plural. So shall here is used with I, it's the first person. But here I becomes she, so she is second person, third person. So past tense of will be used here, would. So it becomes like this. She told her friend that she would go to Srinagar the following day. So let us skip to the next sentence. The captain said, "We will be playing this time tomorrow. कल हम इस वक्त खेल रहे होंगे." कैप्टन ने कहा कल इस वक्त हम खेल रहे होंगे. So now how can you change the sentence? The captain said. क्योंकि यहाँ said के बाद कोई object नहीं है तो said will remain the same. Or we can say the captain announced that we will be playing. We को हमने चेंज किया है they because captain ने कहा अपने टीम के बारे अपने players के बारे में we यानी all the players along with the captain will be playing. So they is used. यहाँ हमने they इस्तेमाल किया क्योंकि ये कैप्टन खुद ही अपना ही नहीं कह रहा है बल्कि अपने साथ बाकी प्लेयर्स की बात इसीलिए ये हमने we को बनाया they. They will be playing, would be playing. Tomorrow, that time, the next, this time, बनेगा that time, tomorrow will become the next day or the following day. So, these two sentences, I think, may suffice for you. They are enough for you. They will suffice because it's a long topic. So, if we keep on giving more and more examples, so it will take a lot of time. So two examples are enough, I think, for you to understand the point. Now let us do a little practice on the interrogative sentences. My dears, you must be knowing fully well that interrogatives can be made in two ways. Number one, using an auxiliary verb for the question. Questions can be made in two ways. Point number one is that we use an auxiliary verb to make a sentence into an interrogative one, to make an interrogative sentence. So another is using a WH word. You must be knowing at this point how to make an interrogative sentence. So this is not the topic here. So topic is something else. As you know, it is narration. So I cannot define the interrogative sentences here. So first, yes/no question. Yes/no questions are always made with the help of an auxiliary verb. An auxiliary verb is used at the beginning of a sentence, so that it becomes an interrogative sentence. अब यहाँ थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन भी किया है मैंने यहाँ when the reported speech is an assertive sentence. ऊपर हमने लिखे थे assertive sentence. जिस तरह ऊपर के सेंटेंस में ये assertive ही थे ये फ्यूचर में तो यहाँ हम लिखेंगे assertive sentence होगा reported speech तो conjunction if or whether is used. When the reported speech is an assertive यहाँ हमें गलत हुआ है it is interrogative. When the reported speech is an interrogative sentence, but yes/no clause, it will be an yes/no interrogative sentence. The conjunction if or whether is used to join the reporting clause with the reported clause, and the reporting verb says or said or says is changed to asked or asks or inquired. So inquired or asked में हम चेंज करते हैं जो रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब जो होता है उन्हें said होता है he said she said इसको हम कहते हैं देखते हैं she asked और she inquired like this और यहाँ हमने ऊपर की थी इस्तेमाल that as a conjunction but here in an interrogative sentence we don't use the conjunction that but if or rather one of them. So I have an example of it. She said, brother, does this suit fit for you? उस लड़की ने कहा भाई को कहा does this suit fit you? She asked her brother. यहाँ she said to her brother नहीं है क्योंकि brother यहाँ noun in apposition है तो इस तरह ये डायरेक्ट evocative केस उसको कहते हैं उसने कहा अपने भाई से she asked her brother if या whether दो में से एक आपको देखना है only if whether that suit fitted him. She asked her brother if that suit fitted him. Example number second. The man said to me, do you like my village? The man asked me if I liked his village. If I liked his village. So यहाँ जो do इस्तेमाल हुआ है, it is auxiliary verb. It is only for making the question. So there will be no replacement for this do. Because to is an auxiliary verb, it is here only used for a question. But in the indirect speech, it does not remain a question. So no auxiliary verb is used. It becomes an one point which you must remember. In direct speech, reported speech will be any kind of sentence. But all the sentences, whether interrogative, assertive, exclamatory, or optative, or imperative, all the sentences are changed to assertive sentences in indirect speech. So this point must be remembered. Example number third, the teacher said, have you done your work? You know, the teacher said, home. Does the teacher say or has he said? When he says, have you done your work? Here it is understood that the object is student. We can use here like this also. The teacher said to the students. But I have not written the students, but it is understood. So the teacher asked the students. इसीलिए हमने students को यहाँ insert किया क्योंकि ये students की जिनको उसने कहा होगा if the teacher asked the students कामा खत्म करके if लगाया या whether लगाएंगे if they if के बाद हमें ये have खत्म करना है पहले लगाना है subject जो sentence का है you इसको बनेगा they और have done जो है इसको बनेगा had done as you know it already. The boy said to his sister, did you do your paper well? The boy said to his sister, did you do your paper well? No, it was very tough, she said. अब इसका जवाब कहाँ से लाएंगे हम? The boy said to his sister, the boy asked his sister if she had done her paper well. यहाँ हमने dialogue की सूरत में लिखा है ये sentence. This sentence is a short dialogue. The boy asked his sister if Yashwada, if she had done her paper well. No, it was very tough, she said. Girl ने जवाब दिया. She replied that she had not. यानी she had not. No meaning that she had not done well. As it, यानी the paper, had been very tough. जब उसने कहा it was past simple है, it will become past perfect. As you already know as per the rule 1. Now, another example, WH question. ये तो काफी हो गए इस पर अब WH question पर कुछ questions करेंगे. WH question is no conjunction is used. When WH question is there, when an interrogative sentence at the beginning with the WH word is used in the reported speech, so no conjunction is used to join the reporting the verb with the reported speech. This point must be remembered. The teacher said to the students. Why are you making noise? अब देखो the teacher asked the students. सीधा हमने यहाँ किया काम खत्म और सीधा हमने लगाया why यानी that if नहीं सीधा why why लेकिन why के बाद हमें जो auxiliary verb नहीं लाना है बल्कि ये subject लाना है indirect में why के बाद हमें ये दे यानी you का real word जो आएगा situation के लिहाज से इसलिए बनता है दे तो दे के बाद हमें जो लगाना है ये are का form are making this is the tense of present continuous so we have to make it the past continuous why they were making noise. Next example on the who are you trying who are you trying to fool after beer said the smuggler. Don't you know that Allah Rakha is also missing ये law across the desert में TDC lesson की TDC के क्लास में हमने निकाला है Who are you trying to fool after beer said the smuggler ने कहा after beer से अरे आप किसको बेवकूफ बना रहे हो don't you know that Allah Rakha is also Allah Rakha is not a person here in the lesson it is the name of the camel so the smuggler asked after me who he यदि after was trying to fool he further दूसरे सेंटेंस को हमने लिखा है इस तरह से he further asked if he after didn't know Allah Rakha was also missing so is missing को हमने was missing बनाया past simple बनाया another example is that what do you want I said to him I asked him what he wanted what do you want what he wanted as I just told you that this do is used in indefinite sentence in a simple sentence in present simple only for making the question but here in this in the indirect one it there is no replacement for it because the sentence here in the indirect speech becomes an assertive sentence. Here it was a question. That's why we need the help of the auxiliary verb to make it possible for making a question in present indefinite. So, example number next. What are you doing, mother? Said the child. I am spinning my child, said the mother. What are you doing, mom? Said Kaha. The child asked his mother what she was doing. So no conjunction is here used because WH word is here. No conjunction is used. I am asked her mother what she was doing. She, yani mother replied. She replied affection and muhabbat se that she was spinning. That she was spinning. So my dears, I think it is enough because video is getting longer and longer and it becomes impossible for me to upload it in within proper span of time. So thank you this time. I will continue my lecture in the next lecture. I will continue the topic in the next lecture. Thank you.